Hi, welcome to Watch It Played. My name is Rodney Smith. Now, normally in our series, we take a game, we show you how to play it, and then over the following episodes, we'll actually play the game, and then between episodes, invite you to play along with us, help us make gameplay decisions. And by doing this, we hope that you'll be able to decide for yourself whether or not a game would be a good fit for you. Now, this video is going to be a little bit different because we're going to be partnering with Plaid Hat Games once again to produce an instructional video for one of their upcoming games. Now, these are great projects for us because it helps support our show, and at the same time, hopefully, it helps the publisher have another way to introduce the game and how to play it to people who might be interested in checking it out. Now, the game in question is City of Remnants. This just arrived today. It's obviously going to take me a little bit of time to put that instructional video together, but I wanted to dive right in and take a look at what was in the box. I thought you guys might enjoy seeing it as well. So maybe while I show you some of the components and parts, I'll also tell you a little bit about the game and how it works. City of Remnants is the first game by Isaac Vega and co-designed by Colby Dock. The game is for 2 to 4 players, and estimated playing time is around 90 minutes. In the game, there's a powerful race of beings known as the Yugai, and they have been conquering the galaxy planet by planet. And then the inhabitants of those planets are forced to live in Yugai-controlled cities located on these very harsh refugee worlds. And like any group of people forced to live in captivity, they're finding safety within their own numbers, and they're forming these gangs. And these gangs are being forced to fight with one another just for the few meager resources available to them. And so you'll win the game if you can become a gang leader to lead your gang to the highest level of prominence and renown. The game comes with a 19-page fully illustrated rulebook. The actual core rules for the game take up about 8 pages. The rest explains the components in detail and what the different stats on them mean, gives you some examples of how to run a battle, as well as some background information about the City of Remnants world and the people that live in it. Next, we have the 4-player mats, 1 for each player, all of them in a different color. These give you a turn track, a guide reminding you of your available actions, and a guide to remind you how to gain influence, an influence track, the round phases breakdown, and an area to collect the gang member miniatures that you have recruited so far. There are also 4 turn tracker tokens and 4 influence tracker tokens to be used with these playmats. There is also a game board, which has one side for a 2 or 4 player game, and the other side is for a 3-player game. The spaces on the fringe of the board represent the slums, or least desirable locations, and as you move to the center, the spaces become more valuable and riskier. Next, we have the unit cards, and you will start with several of these in your deck, and they are made up of 2 types, gang leaders and gang members. Over the course of the game, you'll be able to recruit new gang members by trying to outbid and vie for control of those gang members from the other players. You'll be able to use your gang members to do battle with other rival gangs. But also outside of combat, you'll be able to play their cards to take advantage of their special abilities. Over the course of the game, you'll be able to develop parts of the game board, placing tiles on them. And when you control these tiles, they will yield you renown, which you need to win the game. Each development tile also has a matching development card with further special abilities gained from controlling that location. There are also black market cards which players will be able to buy to add to their deck during gameplay, giving that player further unique things that they can do on their turns. The game comes with several tokens. Product tokens, which tiles can produce and later be sold for arcs, which are the game's currency, represented by these tokens, used for buying cards and bribing Yugai forces. There are also renown tokens for tracking renown collected, and a first player token. In the game, you won't just have to worry about the rival gangs, but also the roaming Yugai control units, which are represented by several different tokens drawn from a bag, and then cards which are drawn to determine the placement of those tokens. You also get a YCU alert reference card to help you during gameplay. There are 10 battle dice and 1 6-sided die. And finally, we have the 64 plastic figures broken into 4 colors and 4 different races. Now, the races have no impact on gameplay. Only the colors matter. So each player will claim one of those colors as their gang. And just to give you a sense of the detail on these figures relative to their size, here's a dime. Anytime you add a gang member card to your deck, you'll also be able to add a new gang figure to your pool. And this represents the growth of your gang. The cards themselves, though, are not matched to specific models, so you won't be squinting to try to match card arts to these figures. And there you have it. With these components, you're going to be trying to form the best gang possible and then develop locations on the board, seize control of those locations, and keep them from being taken back over by other rival gang members, not to mention your evil overlords, the Yugai. So listen, just to give you a quick summary, there's over 60 miniatures here. There's over 50 different tiles. We have over 200 tokens. There's several dice, of course, and over 130 cards. Will this be a game for you? Well, that's something you're going to have to decide. We're going to try to help you with that by creating an instructional video so you can understand the rules of the game better. And then if our schedule allows, we're going to actually play the game and you'll be able to see those rules in action. Then again, you might be ready to dive right in, and if so, you can pre-order the game from the Platt Hat Games website, and then when it releases to market, you'll get one of the first copies. Listen, this is a real treat to be able to do. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative and hopefully interesting. If you want to check out some of our actual gameplay videos and instructional videos, you can go to our YouTube channel, and on the main page there we have them all sorted into playlists by the different games that we've done. And maybe you'll find something there that interests you, and maybe you'll want to consider subscribing, and that way you'll get updated on what new videos we're releasing in your YouTube feed. And you might want to consider subscribing to the Platt Hat Games website as well, just in case we put up some content there that you want to check out. Until the next episode, everyone, thanks for watching.